property on January 29th, 2014. Mostly for your reference in case you forget how to do this. So you can see, kids, in our example 1, 4 times the sum of m plus 6. Now we have some parentheses we have to deal with. And we know we have to deal with parentheses first, but we can't do m plus 6. So what do you think we're going to do first? What do you think we're going to do, Isabel?
You have to figure out what m equals. So first what you would do is you would do 4 times 6, and then you would get that, and then you'd have to figure
I want to know what are we going to do when we see parentheses in an equation?
Oh, we do the parentheses first.
Okay. And what can we do in this case?
Distribute.
We're going to distribute first. What does that mean? To distribute 4 times n plus 6. What are we going to end up with, Gianna?
So you have to do 4 times n and 4 times m and 4 times 6.
Okay, what is 4 times 6?
24.
Okay, make sure your equal signs are in a nice straight line, please. So everybody's next line should say 4n plus 24 equals 76. All right, now we're going to solve. We're going to distribute first, and then solve. Solve like normal, using real algebra. We're not going to use the Singapore stuff anymore. So, what is the next line for real algebra? And you can choose to use a color if you want, but you don't have to. Jamie.
4m plus 24 minus 24 equals 76 minus 1.
Good. So I have to show that I took away 24 from both sides. That would be like a point on a homework check. I got to show that I'm taking away 24 from both sides. All right. All right, so what are we left with once we take away 24 from both sides? What are we left with here? Michael?
You would get 4m and 50.
Good. 4m equals 52. Once we know that, what are we going to do to both sides? Sanjeev?
Divide it by 4.
Divide both sides by 4, showing it like this. And then we know that 1n equals what, kids? 13. We can check our answer by plugging 13, the known value of n, back into this equation up here. So 13 plus 6, kids, is 19. What's 19 times 4? 76. 20 times 4 is 80. 19 times 4 is 26. So this is the correct answer. All right. What I'd like you to do now is I'd like you to do example 2 with your table mate following these same directions, except you notice now we have a subtraction sign. All right, go ahead and do that. And please, Katie.
Next to 5t minus 15 equals 62.
Good. So we show our distributive property. This is the expanded form. 5 times t is 5t. 5 times 3 is 15. All right, next line, please. If we're taking away 15, what are we going to do?
You do 5t minus 15 plus 15 plus 62 plus 15.
Good. We add 15 to both sides. Perfect. What does that leave us with? Michael?
5t equals 47.
We're adding 15 to both sides. So 5t is going to equal 77. Remember, when we see subtraction in our original problem, we have to add 15 to both sides. So 5t is going to equal 77. All right, and then what are we going to do to both sides then? Emma?
We're going to divide them both by 5.
Divide both sides by 5 to find out what 1t equals. And 1t equals 15. And we want a fractional remainder. 15 times 5 is 75 with a remainder of 2. So 2/5. Okay. In example 3, you see we have like a few more things going on here. we're still going to distribute first. All right, so we got to deal with this 6 times the sum of m plus 2. I'm going to draw my equal sign in here first. I'm going to drop down the, interesting, I'm going to drop down the 4m. All right, who can distribute the 6 for me and tell me what I get? Who can distribute the 6 for me? Ananya.
6m plus
Good. 6 times m is 6m, 6 times 2 is 12. Now, I have 4m and 6m. So the second thing we're going to do is we're going to combine like terms. It's going to simplify it for us. 4m plus 6m, kids, is 10m plus, and I just bring everything else down. All right, now I'm ready to begin solving. Who can tell me what my next line should be? Christopher.
10m plus 12 minus 12 equals 132 minus 12.
Perfect. We're taking away 12 from both sides to eliminate that 12. And what are we left with, Caleb?
left with 10m equals 100.
Good. And then what should we do to both sides? Jana.
Divide them both by 10.
Divide both by 10. And we're left with m equals what, kids?
12.
12. All right.